Good day and welcome to the first episode of many, where we're going to talk about pain in children. Today we're going to answer the question, why? Why is it necessary to spend a number of episodes on this specific topic? You know what? The answer just might surprise you. Because most people think that pain management is just about medication. That is not the case at all. So this series is meant for everybody working with children. From healthcare professionals, teachers, psychologists, anyone supporting children through the daily aches and pains of life, as well as in hospital or healthcare facility. I'm Annemarie Oberholzer, and I've been working with children most of my professional life. First in pediatric ICU, and then in a psychosocial support program for children in hospital. This is also the area in which I did my doctorate degree. I've also did some research on the spiritual support of children in healthcare, and I really enjoyed every minute of everything, all these areas. I always wanted to be a nurse. That's a 6-year-old me, all dressed up in a nursing uniform, and I even made incubators from cardboard boxes for my dolls to nurse them back to health. So as you're listening to this series on pain in children, I want for you to really connect with the inner child in you, so that you can identify with what children are going through. So go grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee and let's dive into this topic and explore this very important topic together. Pain in children. You know, it is a topic that makes people feel uncomfortable. We all believe and we know that children are not supposed to have any pain. The two topics of children and pain shouldn't even be mentioned in the same sentence. And that's why it's so easy to believe misconceptions, because it makes us feel better. And there's many misconceptions going around, such as healthcare professionals know exactly how to manage pain in children, or pain will make children stronger and is actually good for them, or children will always tell you when they are in pain. Even things like children with autism spectrum disorder can't feel pain, or babies can't feel pain because their nervous system are underdeveloped or they won't remember the pain. We know now that all of these are simply misconceptions, and we will address these and many others as we go along. But let's now first look at the topics you can expect in future videos. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited and looking forward to all these topics. But first now, let's carry on in this video and look at the consequence of pain in children. Some of the consequences are physical symptoms. Pain can cause nausea, vomiting, nightmares, skin rashes, and you might miss a pain diagnosis if you're not aware of the link with these physical symptoms. Pain can cause the secretion of stress hormones, impacting the immune system and causing a delay in recovery and wound healing. Pain can reduce gastrointestinal absorption, leading to failure to thrive. During the neonatal period is a critical period of neuroplasticity, which means that the nervous system can be changed forever by pain, and it could lead to pain disorders such as hypoalgesia or hyperalgesia in adulthood. Pain not properly managed, such as after an operation, could lead to chronic pain. 13 to 15% of children still experience pain up to 5 years after surgery. It was found by a study done in 2015. Pain could cause respiratory problems due to inefficient breathing because of pain. Pain in children can even cause an increase in mortality. But another consequence with far-reaching implications is needlephobia. If children are not adequately supported and pain not addressed during procedures, it increases the likelihood of needlephobia in children. Now, We're all aware of the devastating consequences if people don't take their children for immunizations, and that's exactly what can happen because of needlephobia. A study published in 2012 found that needle fears are pervasive and contribute to vaccine non-compliance. So it's really concerning if pain are not properly managed. A study done in a South African hospital found that pain in children, hospitalized children, was high and pain assessment inadequately documented. The researchers concluded that there is an urgent need for pain education and development of guidelines and protocols to achieve better pain outcomes for children. But why? Why are children's pain not adequately managed? We know that pain in children are both preventable and treatable. To answer why the pain of children are not adequately managed in South Africa, we should maybe just take a quick look at history. Many years ago, an inquiry was launched into the well-being of children in hospital in the United Kingdom. This was done under the leadership of Sir Harry Platt, and therefore the report of the committee is often, in short, referred to as the Platt Report. Now, this report was already published in 1959. Immediately, other countries such as New Zealand, Australia, Canada, United States, and obviously United Kingdom, immediately took action and started to react to this report. They implemented the 143 recommendations compiled in this report. Recommendations such as children should have access to toys and play areas. Children must receive spiritual support. Parents should be allowed to visit anytime during the day or night. Painful procedures should be limited and children prepared for it. Adequate support, including support from parents during procedures, in their words, can minimize pain. After the report was published, things started to happen across the world. Let's have a look at some of the things that happened. The National Association for the Welfare of Children in Hospital was started, and today it's called the Action for Sick Children. They've got a National Association for Health Play Specialists working in hospitals, supporting children in hospitals. There's a European Association for Children in Hospital with a number of countries as members or associated members. In Australia, you have the Association for the Wellbeing of Children in Healthcare, and they've got child life therapists in hospitals. New Zealand has got hospital play therapists. In the United States, they've got the Association for the Care of Children's Health that later became the Association of Child Life Professionals. And you can have a look at the website of the Child Life Council at childlife.org. There's a number of child life programs throughout the world, such as in Kenya, Japan, the Philippines. Now, I've mentioned child life therapists, hospital play therapist, or healthcare play therapist, but who are these people? They're all working in hospitals, supporting children. In 2014, the American Academy of Pediatrics published a policy statement on child life services, and they stated that child life programs are an important component of pediatric hospital-based care to address the psychosocial concerns that accompany hospitalization and other healthcare experiences. Child life specialists focus on the optimal development and well-being of infants, children, adolescents, and young adults, while promoting coping skills and minimizing the adverse effects of hospitalization, healthcare, and or other potentially stressful experiences. But not much is happening in South Africa. You see, we have on the one side healthcare sciences focusing on healing bodies and treating illness, and on the other side psychologists and support services, but unfortunately not in hospitals, and sometimes not even aware of what children are going through in hospital. And because these two disciplines are not talking to each other, we are losing children in the gap. So that's why it's important to get the information out there and to equip everybody working with children so that they can assist in managing pain and supporting children when admitted to hospital or treated in healthcare facilities. So this brings us to the end of this PEP talk, and I'm really looking forward to talk to you again in the future videos. The next one, we're going to discuss the history of pain, what happened in the past, and how that is influencing our current perceptions and how we behave around pain. See you then next time. Goodbye.